This is Bob Anderson from Factory Direct Modulars. I wanted to do a quick video just to kind of surmise why sometimes I have to learn lessons over and over and over again, and also just to reaffirm that there's reasons behind some of the things that we do here at Factory Direct Modulars. Before I get into that, I wanted to show Cookie is here, construction manager. She sometimes she likes to be in the video. If she actually knew she'd be in videoed right now, she'd be running away. Actually doesn't like the videos, but she's always below my desk. So anyways, here she is. Get down, honey. All right. So just quickly, we have a kind of an unwritten rule around here that we like to use our preferred lenders, and there's reasons behind that. And this year, I've unfortunately got another example. In the past, let's just say, I'm looking at my fundings and my production list. Let's just say that we build 20 houses through lenders this year. That'd be about right. Only one of those 20 houses was financed outside of my network of lenders, of approved lenders. And it's a long story how that happened. The transaction came through a realtor and yada, yada, yada. And they had gone and found a piece of land with that realtor and blah, blah, blah. And I basically became an alternative to site-built building with the customer, and they already had the loan approved, blah, blah, blah. And I fell down the trap of going, okay, we'll use your lender, but we got to use my construction lender to finance the transaction. Thank God I at least did that. So anyways, here's the deal. I go ahead and I get my construction lender to finance the takeout of the land and the project. And the project is $400,000. Well, the way construction loans work, I have to divvy in some money, even though there's a construction loan, to make it viable for the construction lender. So how does that play out? Well, how that plays out on a $400,000 loan is I'm about $50,000 short on the transaction. So I get the house done, I get a CO, yada, yada, yada. Let me back up a minute. Like Friday of last week, this is a Friday now, this is July 30th. So Friday, July 23rd, the construction lender sends me a note saying, hey Bob, I need you to give me final numbers so we can work on getting a payoff of the construction loan for the permanent loan. I said, okay, no problem. So I sit down, I go through the allowances and what did we really spend, and I'm truing it up. And unlike a crappy builder, my payoff is actually less than what we went into the construction loan for. Try that in today's market. But anyways, so I go back to the construction lender and I said, here's my numbers. When are we closing? He goes, well, we've got a problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, well, the permanent lender who came from the customer, now this is not the customer's fault, it's a permanent lender. The permanent lender actually didn't have the loan approved. What do you mean the permanent lender didn't have the loan approved? Didn't you get a loan approval? Well, the construction lender said, well, yeah, I got a loan approval, but it wasn't valid. What do you mean it wasn't valid? Well, there was some stipulations for that loan to really be approved that were never put on the loan approval that I, the construction lender, didn't know, nor you, the builder, didn't know. So the loan's not actually approved. there's more background to this all along that I don't want to get into right this second about this end lender and some of the things that this end lender said to me during the process of all this. We was talking about some pretty bad things. But anyways, come to find out, that end lender did a fraudulent loan commitment. So anyways, I said to my construction lender, well, I'm out like $50,000. What's going on here? He goes, listen, the customer's solid, income's fine, job's fine, all that kind of stuff. We just got to figure out, the end lender's just got to figure out another way to park the loan other than the way that they were going at it. And I said, well, when are they going to do that? He goes, I don't really know. Why don't I just kind of instigate him and find out? So anyways, the lender who lied is now telling me that he might have the loan fixed for a different type of loan by next week. Which of course, I don't believe him now that he has me $50,000 in the hole on a deal because he lied in the first place. See, one of the things I know from this business is it's a lot easier for a mortgage person to tell me everything's good because they've got nothing to lose. And then they could try to figure it out later. Than I have the ability to just go and willy-nilly go build a house and hope it all works out in the end. I can tell you war stories. I can tell you stories about builders I personally know who have gone out of business from stuff like this. It's not good. So anyways, is it the customer's fault? Absolutely not. But one of the things that customers need to understand when they come to me and they ask me to build their house, there's a reason why I say you really need to use my lender. There's a reason. If 1 out of 20 transactions that I make the mistake on this year of not using one of my lenders turns out to be sour, which it has, then the statistics prove to you that that the likelihood of that happening again is much more higher than you dying from the cirrhosis. So, it's just unbelievable. So, this policy was created because many years back I had a customer who was using a credit union, very large credit union in the state of North Carolina, and I, the credit union told me, do the contract, da 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 da. I went out and met the customer on the property. It already had a well and septic. They already owned the land free and clear, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sitting there, okay, well, shoot, all I got to do is build the house, turn and burn, and be out of here. I'll just finance the thing myself, is what I thought, because this credit union didn't have a construction loan. So anyways, I get a phone call one day from the loan officer at the credit union telling me, go ahead and build the house, you're good. So I order the house from Champion Homes. Out down the road, my foundation guys go, and they're out there digging the foundation. Somebody across the road, thank God, is home and comes over and says, what are you doing? Putting a foundation in for a new home. Why are you doing that? Well, because people here want a new home. Yeah, but I own the land. I didn't order a house. Well, come to find out, the land was heirs land. It was owned by like 20 different people. Yes, my customer owned the land too, but they didn't own it outright. And the credit union never checked and then told me to go build the house. Let me explain something to you. There's three C's in mortgage lending: credit, capacity, and collateral. Collateral is the third one. I was so upset I called that freaking credit union. I said, why didn't you check the collateral? You told me to go build a house. $140,000 I was about to outlay on a piece of property that I never could have closed a loan on. Hence, that policy came out, never again. And also, I stopped doing self-financing of projects. I mean, all it takes, folks, is one deal. That's all it takes. I have a friend of mine down in South Carolina. That is all it took. It took one deal. It took one deal, and he was done. One deal, and he was done. So, and I, of all people, who know more about mortgages than any person you will ever even attempt to get a mortgage from in your life. I know more about it, can do more mortgages, and have done more mortgages than 95% of the people that have ever even been in the industry should have known better. Anyways, that's my little story. It has really screwed up my week because this started a week ago Friday. Yeah, don't even begin to tell me. I don't even want to get into some of the issues I've had with the factories this week. I don't even, which their world is so freaking screwed up. They don't even have a half a clue what I'm dealing with in my world. Anyways, have a good day. Talk to you. Why is this thing not working?